Warm welcomes and salutations from Nairobi, Kenya. Welcome to BRK News. I am your host, Brian Karani, and thank you for tuning in to the show that brings you all the news that enlightens, informs, and is evocative. We touch on health, education, arts and culture, and sports from Kenya and around the globe. At first, here's a look at major stories doing rounds in our world. The world-famous Leaning Tower of Pisa is going straight. Yes, you heard that right. Experts say the 57 medieval monument has been straightened by 4 centimeters over the past 2 decades. The monument was built in 1173 and its lean crept in 5 years after its completion because the layer of clay and sand the tower is built on is softer on the south side than the north. The tower surveillance group, which monitors restoration work on the building, said the landmark is stable and very slowly reducing its lean. All this is credit to engineers who have been working tirelessly to rescue the relic, although the project has cost millions of pounds. It is all worthwhile. A young Taiwanese man got the shock of his life after he was told to pay $390,000 for the repairs of 3 Ferraris he crashed into with his car after he dozed off while driving. Lin Ching Xiang was helping his ailing mother with deliveries in the wee hours of the morning after leaving his night shift. His predicament, though, has touched the hearts of many of his countrymen who have been sending contributions to help him pay for the repairs. The owners of the Ferraris have also been lenient by telling him he doesn't have to pay all the money at once, but in installments. Carbon dioxide levels have hit a record high since 1990. According to UN's Weather Organization, the World Meteorological Organization, and the increasing levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere are a driving force for long-term climate change, rising sea levels, and extreme weather events. The WMO has recorded that there has been a 41% increase in the warming effect of greenhouse gases since 1990. WMO's Secretary General Petteri Tala said in a statement that the window of opportunity to stop climate change is almost closed. He added that, and I quote, "Without rapid cuts in CO2 and other greenhouse gases, climate change will have increasingly destructive and irreversible impacts on life on Earth." The World Health Organization report released in 2016, which revealed that a quarter of all global deaths of children under 5 are caused by dirty and polluted environments, including dirty water and air, second-hand smoke, and a lack of adequate hygiene. In a similar report done by the United Nations titled Actions on Air Quality, at least 14,300 Kenyans die every year from health conditions which can be traced back to indoor air pollution, with pneumonia cited as one of the biggest killers associated with air pollution. 2 years down the line, and the quality of air in the country has not improved. The significance of air pollution by far exceeds the traditional environmental issues of climate change, deforestation, and so on. The impacts of air pollution are direct and urgent. Africa in general, and Kenya in particular, have been left behind on this matter. Air quality will in future literally determine Kenya's workforce, the health budget, infrastructure, agriculture, clothing, and many other human undertakings. According to health experts, in order to resolve this health crisis, bold and prompt action is needed. There is a need to avoid dirty fuels and technologies in transport and energy production, and to stop uncontrolled burning of solid waste and agricultural waste, as is the norm in Kenya and Africa in general. On social media, King says, "Sometimes you don't even notice the garbage here in Kawangware. It has become part of the scenery. The smell though." Well, let us continue interacting using the hashtag BRK News. And Kenny Moja says, "I have been a victim of air pollution, and something needs to be done to solve the spiraling trash on the roads, especially outside Nairobi." Remember, you can always connect with us via our Twitter handle at BRK Show and at Brian Karani, and look into our social media pages. We have a few comments from some of our viewers who are watching, and reading from Mateo Obama says, "The state of our environment is really bad, and if only we were like Norway or even Rwanda for that matter." Thank you for your interaction, Matthew. Keep sending in your views using the hashtag BRKNews. And with that, I want to hand you over to our correspondent who's on the field.
A common sight on any street in Nairobi and its periphery is the dire state of its sewerage system. Burst sewers, huge mounds of garbage, and dump sites that shouldn't even be where they are. The smell in such a place is appalling, to say the least, yet many Kenyans do not seem to notice such inconvenience. The health risks involved with such poor waste management are vast. Sometimes this leads to fatal outcomes. Of course, we are responsible for the way our environment is, and it is not uncommon to see people throwing trash through the car windows or while walking. There are those who prefer clean environments, and many Kenyans take it upon themselves to clean their surroundings and use the many trash bins in the city or its environs the right way. Reporting for BRK Show, I am Martin Katha.
Here with us to explain the state of air pollution and its health impacts are experts on the topic. Welcome to the show. How many patients do you tend to who suffer from conditions related to air pollution?
First and foremost, thank you so much for having me on the show today. I can say approximately more than above 40% of the patients we deal with in the hospital setting have come with upper respiratory tract infections, of which most of them are related to air pollution. Yeah.
What is the mortality rate of conditions associated to air pollution?
The mortality rate is on the higher side, because especially when we're dealing with children who are under 5, they tend to suffer from upper respiratory tract infections, of which most of them end up complicating, and they lose their lives. And also diseases like asthma, bronchitis, lung cancer increase the mortality rates. Yeah.
With us we also have Dr. Mutwiri. Welcome to the show, Doctor. So, what are some of the health implications of air pollution and how severe are they?
First of all, air pollution is slowly and increasingly becoming a concern for both the healthcare professionals and the population, because we are in the industrialization phase as a country. The world we have moved on, but the use of cars, the use of generators, such things. So, and also our level of dust in our country is also quite high, because we have quite a number of untarmacked or unpaved roads. So the effect it has on our health is mostly when it comes to foods and the air we take in. It may cause some lung diseases like chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. We also have some diseases called emphysema or bronchitis. Some can be so bad that they can eventually cause heart failure. And heart failure is quite severe, and it's a top of the range cause of death through cardiovascular disease. There are 4 causes of cardiovascular diseases, and heart failure being one of them. It means that air pollution is a concern that we should turn our attention to. Also, roadside food. When you have the cars passing, the lorries that use diesel, smoky gas that pollute the air with sulfur, carbon, nitrogen, all these things, when we take them in, some are actually carcinogenic, some come with a lot of harmful bacteria that causes diarrhea or gastroenteritis, and which can be severe at times.
Does air pollution affect the foods people buy by the roadside?
Yes, it does. If you look at most of the Mtua Mahindi, Mtua Mei, and Mtua Mutura, They are not usually inside an enclosed place. They are just by the roadside so that when you walk, you can be able to purchase. And as the cars pass, our roads are not swept every day most of the time. Some are not even tarmac roads. And all that dust that is brought up by the cars that are passing and the smoke gets on the food and then we ingest it, which can cause all those issues with our tummies, and also some can be carcinogenic because you don't know what is being brought up by the cars that pass, people working on food, such things.
Why is it that some people fall sick from air pollution yet others do not?
So there's a theory in medicine, I think it's called the germ theory. It depends on your immunity, Someone, if you've been exposed to a particular organism or pathogen over and over again, you will develop immunity or resistance to it. For example, if a white person was to have a meal at a suspicious place compared to someone who eats there every day, they're likely to get a tummy problem, while the person who takes it every day wouldn't, because their body has been exposed to those particular kinds of bacteria, germs, and they're able to fight it, and therefore they do not follow it. But other people, if it's something new to your body, they're bound to follow it. Also, there's something called viral load. Probably you took a small amount of it. For some bacteria to cause disease, you need a particular viral load for them to replicate fast enough to cause disease. So if the viral load is high enough, it can cause a disease while someone else may have the same pathogen but lower amounts, for example.
And to sum up today's show, we need to protect our environment. As we have heard today, we are the ones who will be affected if this degradation gets out of hand. Although there are a lot of initiatives to plant trees in the country, there should also be many more initiatives to clean up our environment, because clearly we cannot escape the effects that a polluted environment harbors. We are treading on dangerous grounds when we throw litter carelessly, as it will affect us one way or another. So we should all try and keep our environment clean by doing random cleanups once in a while, maybe hold a campaign where we live or in our schools or places of work. This will not only beautify the environment, but also save us a lot of money and help us stay healthy. And with that, we do hope that we have kept you well informed and entertained. I have been your host, Brian Karani, and from myself and my team at BRK News, we do wish you a wonderful and healthy time. Until next time.